welcome back to Farm Seminar 22. Okay, so let me just get this back going again. Just had to stop it for this here video, and this is the last stretch it has done. Let me just quickly go over to this one here. It actually ran out again. No way. I'll put up a tiny wee bit on that. Yeah, but the good thing is that course play, it does a very, very good job of calculating that, just how wide it needs to do everything. So it's very, very good that way. Let's just fly right in here. Now the game, I'm touching wood here. The game hasn't crashed now since I've been doing this. I'm only going to put in 20%. I'll do rightly. So it's only a short lane. Doesn't need that much. Because I'd rather not have it stored in pallets, because they count as a store, no, like storing as one pallet, so it's a bit annoying that way. And the other thing it sounds like as if it's finished. Let me just get this here up, and there we go. Yeah, that'll be alright, that'll get to the end. Now that there's done, so what I'll do is I'll take that bale down close enough, and then I'll dump it out. Now it's 46%. I'll go down here and just show the other bales. And I think for next time what I'll do is I'll try and get this here to stop the opposite side. I suppose it's much from much really, isn't it? But we did get 8 bales. So it's pretty much double. The only thing is that I lost count of how many was on this field. But I did do some maths with Photoshop, because I remembered that you can actually work out the area of a shape using Photoshop. So what I done was I took a screenshot of the map, and I drew a box around the just the boundary lines, and done the same with that one up there as well. And it turns out that this field here is actually bigger in area than those two fields combined, the other ones. I'm a wee bit surprised about that, but then I suppose it's like the two small pizzas and one large pizza scenario. Like people say, oh, the two small ones be bigger than the one large, but it actually turns out area wise it's not. So something like that, pretty much. I'm gonna bring this down over beside the other. There's no point in offloading this and then getting that trailer to take it down. It's just might as well take it all the way there, and then I'll just get it offloaded at the shop. I had to refuel it as well, but only put it up about halfway. That was all it was needed. Oh. What's the black bar? Oh. There we go. Just put this one here. So these are the two, I want to say like two halves. Alright. Now, that's that. So we'll sell this back. I'll sell it back, send it back, return. And let's go to, let's just save quickly here as well, just in case something happens. Click over, and I'm just going to stop this. And do rightly. That'll do. And I'll offload this. So there's all the bales there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so those two on the top left, they would probably equal to. I'm just gonna put this round about here. I'm just trying to offload everything sort of off beside each other. There we are. And I'll send that off. Return. I thought I bought it as well. Did it really cost me 16,000 to rent that? Because it came up on the screen after I rented it. It came up at 16,000. That's it there. No, it was only 3,000. Yeah, it must have been a combined total of hiring stuff out for the hour or something. Which makes sense. Anyway, so this one here, as you see down at the bottom, is 9346. And this one here is 13024. So if you add them together, it's about 22. It's 2,000 litres above the rest of them. But what I'm going to do is that extra 2,000 litres is actually going to go up on that one up behind. Reasoning for that is because throughout the year we're just going to be dumping that wool into this spinnery here. So that means that that one there will still have some as it goes along. Because we won't be taking any wool up to that one. It'll be all offloaded here into this one. So that's that sorted. So we'll have loads and loads and loads of things coming out in the shop, so that is good to note. I've also been doing some research into the cows as well, and one thing I will say is that I need to be able to oh, what have I done here? I need to go construction, go animals, cows, and the large one. Now, the one thing I need to be careful is that there is a roller door that goes in between. See, I can't use that to point it, but let me just see now. If you where the corner of that field is, so see where the corner of the field is there, I need to get in that side, and then there's a long corridor that comes out and goes out the bottom, and see where that bit of a sort of foundation sticking out there again at the corner. I need to be able to make sure that that's free, because that's where you drive your machinery in. So if we're going to be putting it somewhere, we're going to have to be putting it away where you can just drive the machinery in and out. This thing here on the very left, so let me see, on the screen there, the very left, that's where your slurry comes out. And then on the opposite side is where you buy your animals and offload other things as well. So all that has to be free. So if anywhere it's going to be going somewhere like, I think about like there, but in fact it'll be just turned around a wee bit. So it'll be like that, because all the stuff will be serviced from one end to the other. Now what I could do is I could put one here, another one here, and another one here. Could do that. That is what we could do, and then just turn it around and do the same the opposite side. I'll put one here, and so on and so forth. But I'd say 3 max will do, because it takes quite a lot to feed the cows. But anyway, let's get back into loading. So I need to see if the big trailer will take the bales, because I need a wee bit of speed here. I don't want to be taking that thing. I want to auto load the bales. It's going to be a wee bit of a while. Actually, do you know something? It's better actually. No, I just realised I hate steering that other thing. It's awkward thing to steer. Now, what we'll do is we'll go and get these half bales first, and take them up here to this this top one, and then we'll just go over and back. So there's going to be 4 bales each for each place, but these two here are going. These two are going up above. So we'll take this here on up first. We'll get a wee bit of a move on. The good thing about this trailer is that you can offload stuff. And that should disappear soon enough. So it's probably just loading up. So we'll get the next one going as well. There's the next one. It hasn't gone yet. Try and get this one in beside it. There we go. So that's 2. I hope they disappear. Oh, one's gone away there now. Maybe I've put it over too far or something. And then we'll take, so it's, try and get this one here. I'll move it over a bit. And we'll take this here on up. I need to be careful I don't sell this thing. I don't want to sell it. It'd be an absolute disaster if I did do that. There we go. And I'll get one more to go down that other side. Let me just reverse it up, push it in there. And one more. Now what I accidentally done, not in that clip, not the last clip I should say, it was the one before, is I was moving stuff about in the pallets, and I accidentally drove past the shop with a load of the what do you call it, clothes, and lost about, I think, 10k worth, because it was just sold at the wrong time. There we go. There we are. That's the last one. Let me see. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many have we done up here so far? That's the one. We've done another one. I've lost count. Hold on a second here. Check the. It's all weird looking there. Let me check here to see. That's the 4,500 liters, 45,000 liters. So that's working away there now. That has still got some wool in it, right? Okay. So what's going on up here? Has any of that gone in? That's an 8,000. That's a 9,000. Okay. I don't know what's happening. I think one more is due to go up there. I think we will do that. We'll put 4 over in this one. So we'll put one more up there. So what there should have been is 5 gone up there in total. Because 2 halves and then 3. To make 4, yeah. Let me just double check they're actually all 20,000 litres. What's that? That's 20,000, yeah. Just in case there's some that are not. That's 20, that's 20, that's 20, that's 20, yeah. I don't know. Bit weird. Anyway, let's take this one here up and put it up there. I'm trying to get that one in there to the left. There we go. And then we'll push all these heroines over to that other. I think we can actually push, can we? No, better not. Otherwise that will just happen. No, we'll do things a wee bit better. Let's turn this here around. Drop this one here. There we go, that should disappear now soon enough. Yep. should disappear, and then we'll get another one. And we'll get this one here. Try and spin that other one around a wee bit. Try that again. There we go. I'm gonna try and get this one here sort of up next to it. There we go. There's them there, so they should just go down whenever needed. And that looks like that's it. So yeah, all that has been limed. Everything has been done. So the next thing we're going to be growing is actually wheat. Both fields, large fields, will be done in wheat. So let me just check to see what is what the time is for that. So wheat. We need to go to the calendar. Wheat is done in October, so we can actually sow it now, and then harvest it in July or August. So that is perfect. That works in our favour. Are we halfway through the day? I'm close enough. Right. So what we need to do now is sow those two fields with wheat, and then what we'll do is we'll buy a silo to store all the wheat into it, and it'll be just a small enough silo, and I'm going to put it somewhere where it'll not be in the way of the cow shed. But if I can, I might just offload the wheat, the grains of wheat somewhere just temporarily, and then pick it up with that conveyor later on, because I'd rather put down that cow shed before I put anything else down around it, so I know what way to put other stuff. We'll also have to level out the ground, just a few different bits and pieces. So let me see, let's go to the shop, because we will need to get a planter. And does this one here do wheat as well? No, it just does cotton, but it does do corn. What about this one? Oh, they're just planters, okay. That's okay. So it needs to be a seeder. What's the difference in that? Oh, it's a speeder. To have something else there. Right, so that's needed there, but it also does seeds and fertilizer. But it is by the box, so we're gonna have to get boxed fertilizer for that. What's the difference between those? That's 15 meters. Yeah, let's buy it. 10,000. Yep. Okay, let's go get the big tractor, and we'll give it a wee bit of a wash. Just keep things right. I'll turn it around here first. What are we like on? Oh, we'll need to be putting some bales in soon. Also, what we'll do is two of the fields will be converted into. Two of the fields will be grown wheat. After the wheat's done, they'll be turned into grass, so the grass seed will be put down, and we'll do a huge mowing, because we'll need to be making silage, hay, and grass, and loads of other stuff. So that's just something to do. So yeah, quite a lot coming up. But as I say, I want to get that cow shed in as soon as possible, so we know what we're dealing with in terms of size. I think that's enough there. Right, let's go. And we'll get it repaired and filled up while we're here. So they're all up here anyway. In fact, I want to take that over and put it back where it was. It was stored over beside that tool shed. There we go. So that we can fuel up and repair at the same time. There we go. Good. Now everybody's happy. I'll go this way here. And we'll get this big planter. So I think we have seeds there. I'm just going to buy a few pallets of fertilizer, and we don't use, we'll just take it over with the lorry. Hope we don't need a weight for this thing, but we shouldn't. And then we'll also have to roll the stuff in as well, so that's another thing. Which is why I would like to get another tractor similar to this one. These tractors are so good. Still haven't sold that other thing. Let me just get out and do that really quick. I meant to sell this here earlier on because I don't use it anymore. Sell. There we go. So we need some seeds. I think we do have seeds. Let me just check. What's over here anyway? So we don't use any. So we've got 1, 2, 3. They're all so 1,000, 2,000, 2, so 2, 4, 4, 8 seeds. And what's that? That's lime. So 2, 4, 4, 8. What's the capacity of that? 2, 4, 4, 8. I'm not too sure what the capacity is, but let's get some pallets of not seeds, solid fertilizer. Wait, is that solid fertilizer we have there beside us? What is that stuff? Oh. Oh, sure, we'll fill it up first. Let's try and get that one over a wee bit. So I need to move it over a bit. So see, that's 1,000. So I think there's about 5,000. So another 4 of those. Fertilizer. I'm gonna buy one seed just to see how much goes in it. Right. Let's fill this here up to the max. And we don't use this to say we can use it in the next one. Chances are we'll be needing more of it anyway. Can't have too much of it. Let's turn around. Oh, wrong way. Alright, there's that. Let's try and get some seeds in this. Okay, right, so 1,000 litres, so I'd say about 4,000 litres will fit in that, which we do have some over here, but I'd rather use that up first. And it is set to wheat, that's okay. So we'll have to harvest it, which means we'll have to bale it, which means we'll have to get a windrower. We can rent one, and it's only we only need a small one to. We can put it on the front of a tractor. It's just one to put stuff to the side, tidy up the lanes a wee bit. Trying to avoid cutting through our own fields because I think that requires you having to put doing more plough. I actually did plough that. I ploughed it and re-stoned it as well, so I did. Forgot to mention that earlier on. Let's bring it over a wee bit closer. I'm going to try and bring it round here. Oh, so you need to be careful with that because I don't want to push it over towards the shop. Oh, it's 3,000 litres, okay. I'll pick that up later. So we're full to the brim. So that's good to know. So it's 4,800 litres. It's fertiliser and 3,000 litres of wheat. It's good to know. I'll take this round and get it started. But yeah, I should get loads of bales out of this because I need loads of the bales for the TMR, total mixed ration, and then the bedding for the cows. So let's get this here out. While that's working away, let's get this here set up. So delete the course. No course, just wait for it to save. Field position is this one. And we want to generate the field work. Okay. Looks good. Right, it's getting us to go up the top end to start, so I'll fold it back in. And we want to go to the first waypoint. I forgot to cut them trees down as well. I need to get rid of them. Yeah, all those fields there need to go. There's another one up here somewhere, there it is. Maybe another one up ahead of that. There it is. Right, now we'll turn it around. Oh, drifting. Where's the wee thing to show you where to start? Alright, anyway, let's drive on up. So should go ahead with that now. There we go. So it's working away there. It's not going down too much. Or too quickly, I should say. Let me just check to see if everything is okay in terms of like after liming and stuff. Soil composition needs running. Well, that's okay. We knew that anyway. It'll have to be fertilized, which it's doing at the minute. So after rolling, we're happy enough with that. Okay. So yeah, let that work ahead, and yeah, I'll I think I might just end the episode there. So excuse me. Oh, don't know what the happened there. It's swallowed incorrectly. Yeah. So what we'll do is I'll fast forward the footage whenever this here is all done. And whenever all the wheat's down and it's rolled, there's no point showing the rolling process. That everybody's seen it before. And then what I'll do is it'll be October, so the next thing to sell is the wood chips in January, but we're saving up until they're full. There's no point renting the train out just for one thing. So the next thing after that will be the close in April, and then the furniture in July. And July is, I think, it's the same time as well where we harvest them fields. But hopefully by then we'll have enough money to actually buy the cow pasture. So we need to make another 200k or so. Oh, for God's sakes. I need to top out. Sometimes this needs to be done. I'm actually going to get rid of them trees. I know they don't belong to us, but they're stuck in the way. I don't like them there either. I don't want to have to buy a field to get rid of the trees. But just imagine that we've asked the owner to politely asked them to cut them down. But we can always put them back as well, if needed. Get rid of these two here as well, because sometimes they cause issues as well. I don't think there's anything else in the way, is there? No, that's it. Looks okay. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, that's because we've drove over that, is it? Why is that? Needs ploughing. Why has it done that? I think it's because we drove over it or something. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I would like to get the roller on that as soon as possible. So anyway, we're going to end the episode there. So thanks again for watching. If any comments or any suggestions, do drop them down below or visit the Discord channel as linked in the description. If you're enjoying the content, do consider subscribing. As you know, it helps show what people are interested in the most. And also, if you can, drop us a like. Again, that also shows what people are interested in the most. But yeah, so much more to do. Would like to get that those cow sheds bought as soon as possible. We might not be able to buy the cows for them yet, but as long as we get the infrastructure there, then we're okay, and then we can worry about getting animals. But at the minute we want to plant this here wheat so that we can get the ball rolling on getting the bales made, because as soon as those cows are in, we want to get them fed. We do have grass and all there, but we don't have any silage. So if anything, as long as we get the infrastructure down and everything ready to go, we can store all the stuff and then work on it that way. So yeah, that's it for this here episode. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.